My name is Melissa Haley. I'm the Deputy City Manager here for the City of Irvine. Thank you so much for everybody joining us this morning. At this time, I'd love to introduce the Honorable Mayor Farrah N for the City of Irvine, who's going to offer some remarks this morning, and then we'll be introducing her colleagues from other cities to make remarks as well. Okay, welcome, Mayor Farrah N.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Farrah N, Mayor for the City of Irvine, and thank you for being here. Today, as you can see, we are united as Orange County mayors in the support of the Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, the largest long-term investment in our infrastructure in nearly a century. We all know how great the need has been at the local level, and with this investment, we are ready to deliver. You will soon hear from some of my colleagues on ways we plan to use these funds to help our cities repair, rebuild, and improve for the future. Based on formula funding, California is expected to receive $25.3 billion for federal aid highway programs and $4.2 billion for bridge replacement and repairs over the next 5 years. We can also compete for the $12.5 billion bridge investment program for economically significant bridges and $16 billion for major projects that will deliver substantial economic benefits to communities. In addition, California will receive a minimum of $100 million to help provide broadband coverage throughout the state. In Irvine, the city is already preparing a complete streets plan that pulls together the findings and recommendations contained within the Irvine Strategic Active Transportation Plan, the Transit Vision Study, the IBC Trail Feasibility Study, the Pedestrian and Bicycle Bridge Prioritization Study, and Local Road Safety Map. This comprehensive plan will identify priorities across the different modes of transportation based on factors such as safety for all road users, increased transportation choices, economic revitalization, livable communities, public health, and greenhouse gas reductions. Currently, we're set to review our broadband infrastructure to locate gaps throughout the city. With additional funding, we will not only be able to provide quality internet service to all our residents and businesses, but also provide affordable options. High-speed internet is necessary for residents to do their job, participate in learning, and stay connected. But more important is equity, so that every resident has high-speed internet along with affordability. And all this ties into more jobs. Through a community workforce option, we can provide jobs for our locals and veterans right here in Orange County. I thank President Biden for taking this bold step to kick off an investment in our city's infrastructure. And now I'll turn it over to my colleagues. We'll start off with Mayor Connor Trout from Buena Park.
Good morning. Connor Trout, Mayor of Buena Park. Today marks the beginning of National Apprenticeship Week. Timing is so fitting. President Biden signs this Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act on a week that highlights much importance for the working families of Orange County, a time when we recognize the future of infrastructure. That recognition now collides with action that will bring good-paying jobs to the people of Orange County. Smoother roads, faster internet, less traffic, clearer water, and greener energy. The people of Orange County, through their elected leaders, stand in lockstep with the goals for these federal dollars to begin flowing quickly, directly into local communities, and decisions to be made by local governing bodies. For it is the cities who know their own needs best. Along with the passage of this long overdue act, the Biden administration has removed the ban on local hire requirements for federally funded projects. This significant change will enable municipalities to enter into community workforce agreements for local hire, bringing more good-paying jobs for the workers of Orange County on the infrastructure projects that impact us here at home, addressing challenges that impact the lives of everyday people. This is a moment bigger than any one project any one city. Today marks a moment of progress for equitable investment into the infrastructure that keeps us all moving forward. On behalf of the people of Buena Park, a city on the cusp of finalizing a workforce agreement that will help set the launch to implement these federal dollars locally. We look forward to being active participants in identifying projects that will help make our city, our region, even more connected, competitive, and effective bases for infrastructures of opportunity for today and generations of tomorrow. Next, I would like to welcome up Fred Minigar, Mayor of Laguna Niguel.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to be here this morning at the press conference to highlight how the investment in the Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act will help Orange County cities, and more specifically, my home city of Laguna Niguel in the South Orange County. As a civil engineer, I clearly understand that having a letter grade of C on our California roadway infrastructure report card is nothing to brag about. California's infrastructure since the President Eisenhower's Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956 has never benefited in such a great magnitude. Any investment in the roadway infrastructure will inevitably help in creating more jobs, economic vitality, improving mobility, and repairing our local roadways and bridges. There are 34 cities in Orange County, including my city, that will benefit from the following areas of Bipartisan Infrastructure Act. Number one, with regard to the key infrastructure provisions. Under the Safe Streets and Roadways, which is called Vision Zero program, we, 34 cities in Orange County, will be able to develop and implement comprehensive safety plans and projects. Under the Healthy Street program, we can use the grants to deploy cool pavements and porous pavements and to expand tree cover. Under the Act's broadband provisions, we will use the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program, Affordable Connectivity Program, as well as the Digital Equity Program. Under the environmental provisions of this Act, we will use the Electric Vehicle EV Charging Refueling Grant Program for accessible alternative fuel vehicle charging infrastructure. And finally, I look forward to utilizing our fair share of the funds for our 66,400 Laguna Niguel residents within the next 5 years. At this time, I would like to introduce Santa Ana Mayor Vicente Sarmiento.
Thank you, Mayor Minigar, and thank you for the pronunciation. That was excellent. I mean, most people stumble on that one, but I want to thank Mayor Khan for calling all of us together here and hosting us, because it is a historic moment. We know that, all of us, all of our communities, all 34 cities and the 3.5 million residents in the county are going to benefit from our individual city projects, but they really are regional projects, because the boundaries that divide us all are so invisible that we go in and out of our cities and sometimes we don't know which part of the county we're in, and that's the way it's supposed to be. We all share in this goal of making sure that the lives of people that live in Orange County are improved. So I think the bill will do a lot to improve the condition. As the mayor of one of the oldest cities in the county and one of the most populated cities in the county, we're going through a lot of remediation work that we're going to be addressing, not just on our roads, but also in our sewer system, trying to create a safer city as well, having dedicated bike lanes and bike boulevards. For us, biking isn't just a way to, create a cleaner environment, but for many of our residents, that's the only way and the only access they have to work. So we want to make sure we create a safe space for them. And many of our residents in Santa Ana still struggle with just having connectivity, let alone having affordable connectivity. So we know that this is going to be well used by us. You know, I want to encourage our mayors to work with some of the regional agencies like the Orange County Water District that has a lot of water projects that have been unfunded for a while that benefit all of us and benefit all our residents. And I know right now the groundwater is dealing with a contaminant in there called PFAS. And I know as the former president of the Orange County Water District, we're remediating and doing a lot of wellhead treatment that benefits all of us in the county because we all draw from this groundwater. So to the extent we partner with those agencies as well as the Orange County Transportation Authority, I'm a director at OCTA, and we're looking at how we can access these dollars for fixed guideway systems. And we have the first leg in Santa Ana that's going to connect Santa Ana and Garden Grove. But look, we can do much better than that. It shouldn't be just one alignment. It should be a regional county system that's going to get people out of vehicles, create a cleaner environment. But look, I'm excited about all that we're going to be doing here together, working as a group to improve many, many lives. But, this is the first part of this, of the administration's, bills. I think we still have an opportunity to get the Build Back Better bill done. I think what that does is it invests not just in traditional infrastructure, but it invests in human capital. And that's something that's real important to provide free preschool for many of our families that struggle with that, childcare, and making sure that our elderly are cared for with respect as well. So all those things are a goal. I think that today is a very important first step that we're taking together. Excited in Orange County that we can hopefully deliver a better way of life for all our residents. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back Mayor Khan. Thank you.
I want to thank all the mayors that joined us today and took time out of their busy schedule, and also want to recognize the mayors that didn't speak today as well. We have Mayor John Stevens from Costa Mesa, Mayor Sherry Horn from Laguna Woods, Mayor Tiffany Ackley from Liso Viejo, and Mayor Pro Tem Sue Kemp from Laguna Beach. It's so important that we are sharing what we're going to do in our cities. What we're planning on doing, as Mayor Sarmiento said, not just within the city boundaries, but regionally as well, because this Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act is that important to us at the local level. And as you've heard today, this critical bill directly helps us deliver better for our cities. So again, thank you to President Biden for providing an opportunity for us to be productive and build for a robust economy. And I personally am looking forward to the Build Back Better plan being passed by Congress and the Senate, because that's going to deliver the social programs that we so desperately need in our cities right now. So thank you again to my colleagues, and we will be available for questions over here to the right. And thank you all for being here.